most people do not always vote for the younger people
ones,
because they feel that you cannot carry the load.
The NDC election. Some people, Charlie, we didn't expect to lose. If
This is not fair.
those people,
This is not fair.
You see,
those people doing that, I don't like it.
Those times,
This is
action
not
movies, action movies, you will hear some sound, gung, 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 then you know there was trouble about to come.
Hey, Charlie.
People lost.
People lost.
Charlie.
Which of them were you shocked
You
at?
see,
Charlie,
there is
there's
a
just-
saying in our local dialect that if a man die in the market square, they don't announce his funeral.
Njalala. If you see a pregnant goat in the market, there's a pregnant problem at home.
That if Dr. Baumia should greet you good afternoon, you need to look at the direction of the sun before you respond.
Oh, Charlie. Like, oh,
All
goodness.
these problems, where are they from?
From
I
the
was
Bosu
shocked. I was
himself,
shocked.
The Bosu
ABA
right.
lost.
from our uncle, grandfather, our father, our leader,
everything.
Honorable AB.
You know, a very
Sini.
entertaining person,
Yes,
exciting
very
person.
entertaining, Charlie. I
Oh
think
my
his
goodness.
own was the
Oh my
one that
goodness.
captured most of the
The
news.
head, and people were now making fun of him from left to
And
right. Proverbs,
yes.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Proverbs.
I think even
people
the
went to
media
compile
houses-
his proverbs in a video, and then they put it out.
The media houses were all
Charlie,
kind of
Charlie,
like
Charlie.
talking about
I don't know, man.
you know,
It was a
easy.
shocker.
It was a shock.
But you
It was
know
a
the
shock.
guy who has
won it.
who won it, Ataisa, one energetic guy, very smart and sharp guy, and I'm sure he's going to do something great in Sanargo.
Right.
If he finally emerges the MP of that area. And of course, he's going to be competing with definitely
national
Madam
stage.
Felicia Tete. You
We'll
know,
see how that goes.
yeah.
But they've
see
not
how
done
it
their
goes.
primaries yet.
Yes, but we all know. That
Okay, they are yet to do their
yes,
primaries.
they are here to do it. But you know, Madam Felicia did so well in the last election.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they would want to
yes, so
maintain
they
her.
would definitely want to maintain
Maintain
her
her.
for. I think
What
she has
accounted for the loss of Mr.
people
Honorable
needed
Honorable
change.
ABA. People
I
needed.
think
I
people
think it
needed
was just
change.
about change,
Right.
and also the change reforms. They want
A youthful
youthful person to lead them and stuff. And
And I think there have been a wind of change around. You
Yes.
know, especially with a lot of youth getting in there.
exactly.
Baba Sadiq also got
That's
in
another,
there.
that's another,
Young
that was a
people,
good
young
win.
Yes.
Like I was
he won
surprised,
his-
but I was happy he did win.
Yeah,
Yes.
he won his seat. His contest, and Edem Agbana, also another
Edem
young person.
Agbana. Yes.
Though he won by one vote,
I'm telling you,
one vote,
Sorry.
and even that one vote, they nearly cancel him
Yes.
because later on the other
telling
candidate was
He
pushing for
stood firm
recount.
that he will not agree.
Yeah, the other candidate was pushing for recount.
Recount, no.
So finally, they realized that two of his ballot papers were not stamped, and one of the other opponent was not stamped. So at this point, they were on par. They were
Okay.
on the same numbers, right? But then he didn't agree because they were saying that they were out of the place before they did those.
Oh, okay.
They counted and brought out those informations.
Then you
So
you probably
he-
snitched on
because
him.
he had already given his victory speech self on,
Yes,
on
and
TV3
left.
and all of that at
That's
his
it.
house. So I think just yesterday it was confirmed
that he
by-
is
he's
The-
actually
the
the
one
Yes,
elected.
because he should have been present
Yes.
for such a thing. too.
Yes,
Yes,
and
so-
also if you look across, you see that the NDC is actually bringing on younger guys.
a lot of young
A
faces.
lot of if you go to Tolong like this, my senior brother, Dr. Damba, who emerged the winner for that particular area. And so I think, and Karaga too, we have a young guy there, and then Gushegu Malmali, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I think this time around, Charlie,
And I think JDM himself also,
Yes.
won by,
one time.
a
One
big
time.
margin,
Large margin.
big
Large
margin, you know.
one.
And almost everybody expected that because
No, but that was the right choice to have made.
You know.
Because the best person to really get them back power would have been him.
Yes.
Ghanaians are not kind of ready for a new phase.
Yeah.
We need someone that has experience.
No,
to
but
move.
you know, with you know how what he has done within the party, and his starting where being an ex-president who is coming back, he definitely have a lot more exposure to the I mean, the people than any new
Exactly.
face.
That's
And
true.
because of his position, he has more resources to
Yes.
go into the. And you see, one thing I love so much about him is the fact that, like, his energy.
Yeah.
Like every 1 hour, if you follow him on
One time.
he was there was a live video in one community campaign. The next 1 hour he's in another
yes,
community.
some
He
community.
taught the whole of the
Yeah.
northern region.
Yeah.
Taught a whole of I mean other
Ghana.
places. And sometimes I ask myself, like, where he gets this energy from. You know, very energetic.
Yeah.
That's needed for someone of his caliber, and then for what he is looking for.
Yeah.
It's needed for you to associate yourself
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
people.
I think on the North podcast we will have a conversation about, you know, the likelihood of him and Dr. Bawumia contesting, I mean, the presidential race. I think it will be a good conversation on the North podcast.
Something that caught my attention through this election was Muntaka's comment about the reshuffling of the
I think
leaders
after
in
the election,
parliament
right?
caused a lot of the MPs
Just to
lose
get him
their
out?
seats. Not to get him out. He said that, you know,
No, he
about
also
16,
said-
he also
about
said-
16
Okay.
or 17 people lost.
incumbents lost.
Wow.
Yes.
They lost.
And he
So-
also made that point that, you know, that could have also cost him his seat.
His
or
seat.
that was an agenda
To cost him his seat.
That was,
He mentioned that.
He mentioned
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right. But all in all, I know this is a party that is looking for the best for the party.
Yeah, man.
So definitely for whatever they did it with the right. There's a probably, you know, there's this rodent, I don't know, if my grandmother used to tell us about. She says it would pick a part of your skin off and then blow air for you not to feel the pain. So like the so you get up and realize your hands
Yes,
are some way, but you don't know what actually
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, man.
So probably if they did it in a hostile way, they did it and then later, because we all know the stories that came out that Haruna was also being planned against and all of that. But who introduced John Mahama?
Yes.
And in his constituency, John Mahama had 100%
And
votes.
you know,
I think.
Exactly.
we also need to understand that, you know, what people think and talk must not always be, or it's not always
What
like
it
the
is.
truth.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
People just imagine, see things and do their own calculations
Right.
and come out with conclusions.
Right.
It doesn't always mean that is the case. Even if that is the case, I mean, we are all human beings. We can have shortfalls and patch up our differences and move on.
Exactly.
Exactly so.
You know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'll first of all want to congratulate the very young guys who
Guys
have
who are- yeah.
been able to win these positions and tell them that it's not an easy task.
So,
Most people do not always vote for the younger people
ones, yeah.
because they feel that you cannot carry the load.
The burden, yeah.
And our generation have come to prove that it's not always about the age. So they can do the work. We are talking about the NDC and their current
Yeah, the primaries.
primaries. So I'm directing it to the young guys who have won in the NDC to play their cards very well.
Very well, because they are representation
If they
of
play
all
their
of us.
cards very well, they are going to grow older into those seats.
and give chance to
They
Other
should,
young
they
people,
should,
that's what I'm just
they
trying to
should,
say.
they should tap into and longing their eyes and watch the young guys that won the previous parliamentary seats of the MPP and how much they are working. Believe me, it's going to be tough if you find yourself competing with a fellow young
Man,
person in a different party, which will mean that you need to work hard.
Harder.
Working hard starts from your team.
Yeah.
Somebody being your friend doesn't mean that the person should be part of your immediate team if they cannot work.
Yeah, man.
It's okay for your friend to support you, but it's okay for you to have what we call a team and a
Solid
management,
team. Yeah, man.
a very brilliant one, who can tell you as it is, tell you to do this, and it's in line with being professional. Because if you go about emotions in Zombongo, this is my friend, and because you delegate unnecessary things that are not supposed to be channeled somewhere. Believe me, you are going to have a 4th term, and that will be it. People are going to be fed up.
For me, I think, I mean, what I'm looking forward to from these young individuals, whether NDC, NPP,
Yes.
is the fact that we have to change the face
narrative.
of politics. We have
Yes.
to change the narrative.
Yes.
We have to, because we are the hope.
Yes.
If anything will work, we are the hope.
The perception, Hamdan, is that you go into politics to go and
Make
acquire
money.
wealth.
You
So
get it.
they can change the narrative.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
They can change because these older ones, let's say maybe they had lived their life. So they feel that there are chances to just get it all. But you are still young.
And we live in a very, like visible democracy.
Yes.
Yeah.
The least thing you do, people are seeing,
Yes.
people are monitoring.
Yes.
So you like, and people are marking it down.
Yes.
So
That's why my favorite politician is actually from that same party, the NDC, and is a young guy, Ablakwa.
Wow.
Very like
Wow.
brilliant guy.
Like from afar,
Wow.
seeing the
Like
things he does.
he doesn't
for-
behave like a politician.
No.
Yes.
And that is what politics should be about.
Yes.
It shouldn't be about your interest.
No.
It's about serving your people.
Exactly.
It's about serving the community.
that should be your
and
interest.
nobody contested him.
Yes.
Nobody
no.
contested him.
And to add to them, I remember there was this MP's son. They were doing very good. They still do good anyway. Who contacted me some time back and was like, Phyla, I didn't know him. Like I saw him as a big man son to an extent that I at least expected he would talk to somebody like me. So I was just there one time. And he reached out to me, and I think I was doing this charity work thing, and he was so amazed about that thing. I used to get in touch with very older watchmen and get people to donate stuff so that we help them in the way they are looking old and still doing those kind of work. It could have been our parents.
Of course.
He reached out to me and be like, I've been watching you from afar and looking at how ambitious you are. Any ambitious person should be willing to adapt you into their team for you to work. I'm adding that to these young people who have been successful in their parliamentary seats that sometimes
They should look out of their political party.
Look out
Young
and
people
adapt
who are
people
doing great
that you
stuff.
know they are doing great.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't wait for your friend to tell you that I'm not in good terms with this person. So we
Before-
don't know.
No, we
No.
don't
They
want
have
this
their
person.
personal
Or this
issues.
person
Let
is
it go.
not part of the party. So
Tap into their energy and knowledge and work with them
Exactly.
for the betterment of your own
community,
record.
yeah.
You know they can work for you. Bring them in and let them work for you.
Yeah, man.
I think I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Because as I said earlier on, now is it's about your record.
Yes.
It's about what you have done for the people, right? It's not about you.
No.
When you get in there and your only aim is to enrich your pocket.
No,
People
Charlie,
know.
one time.
People will take you out and bring somebody who will.
you're
We just
coming
have to take away that notion that like politicians are always there to make money for themselves.
Yeah. Exactly.
You are there to serve the people. I've asked questions severally. Why is it that when somebody wins an election to go and serve, you are jubilating? If you are really going to serve, what are you jubilating about? You get it? So we have to
trust
change
is
those things, right? You are coming to serve your people. That's not a place for you to jubilate.
Exactly.
You have to make sure that the young people who within your community who have something to offer, you give them opportunities to serve in one way or the other, because
Exactly.
they only chose you because all of us can't be there.
No.
So it is your responsibility to look within the community, not necessarily giving people money, but look, there are very talented people within the community. How can you bring these young people together to find a way to support in the agenda of what? Making the community work. And the good name will come to you.
Exactly.
And you just as she said, you continue to win your seat and continue to do good stuff for the community. Because now, like, everybody's looking for people who are doing. Just as I asked, do you see anybody contesting Ablakwa?
No,
Because
not
he's
at
doing
all.
well for his people.
So
You go to any extent to
do
support his
anything.
people.
That be
And
the
that is
thing.
who a member of parliament should be.
That be the thing.
It's not about giving people 10 cities, giving people 20 cities to support. Look at your community, young people who want to start a good business, but don't
I've
have
also come
finances.
to realize that when you are even a hardworking MP and your work is really manifesting, external agencies come
comes
into.
to-
Quite recently during the Eid, did you see Honorable Suimi post this NGO that really
Yeah.
pushed and supported him in the donation
Yes.
of these?
Yes.
It was really that
Yes,
marvelous.
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Yes.
And there are a lot of them who are actually also, extending, invitations to people from other places to come and support.
You see.
Yeah.
And that is what, being a member of
Sure.
parliament is.
Sure.
Use your links or your connection to bring good to your people. And for me, I think that the people will be, happy to maintain you as their candidate and all of that. But because we all can't be there.
By knowing what your people really want. That's what will actually
Yeah.
Okay.
Make you, because you can be extending help and then that's not what they really need.
That's
I don't
not
know
what they want.
if you we were told about a brass band story.
Yeah, but I think we don't have a lot of time. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. So, basically, we've spent a lot of time, and we'll have to end the conversation here. And it's been exciting. It's been a long day, but it's been exciting and engaging. Having beautiful people in the studio for us to have, interesting conversations and all of that.